We see that smart people have also appeared in the West, who are recommending that the Kyiv authorities accept decent conditions for ending the conflict. They provide good basic conditions for ensuring Ukraine's security for a long-term historical perspective. Conditions for restoring relations with the Russian Federation and for restoring Ukraine's economy. But we see that even today, unfortunately, the leaders of the Kyiv regime are in no hurry whatsoever to resolve this ongoing conflict by peaceful and diplomatic means. In fact, they continue to delay and avoid taking any real steps toward a genuine and lasting resolution. And if the Kyiv authorities do not wish to end this matter peacefully, we will solve all the tasks before us during the special military operation by military means.
Russia and Ukraine continue to pound each other, even after more than 3 years of full-scale fighting, as the war shows no sign of slowing. The international community has repeatedly urged both sides to halt their offensives once and for all and move toward a total ceasefire. U.S. President Donald Trump has taken a special interest in the war since he returned to the Oval Office on January 20th. Trump is trying his best to mediate the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. From holding numerous meetings with Zelenskyy to trying to bring Putin to the table in Alaska, from crafting a pro-Russia 28-point peace plan to sending his special envoys, Steve Witkoff and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to Russia to crack a deal. Trump is leaving no stone unturned to stop the war. On December 26th, Zelenskyy took to X and informed the world that a meeting with Trump would soon take place in the near future, signaling progress in peace talks to end the ongoing war with Russia. From Ankara to Alaska, numerous peace talks have taken place to end the Russia-Ukraine war. Many mediators came and went, but all efforts to stop Putin went in vain. However, it now seems Trump may be close. As he claims to have stopped 8 wars, the peacemaker in him could make it 9. As Ukrainian President Zelenskyy said, he will meet Trump soon, signaling progress in talks and that a lot can happen before the new year. We are not losing a single day. We have agreed on a meeting at the highest level with President Trump in the near future. A lot can be decided before the new year. Glory to Ukraine, Zelenskyy wrote in a post on X. Zelenskyy's big announcement came after he had a good conversation with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, where he urged a meeting with his U.S. counterpart, Donald Trump, to address what he described as sensitive issues.
Greetings, dear Ukrainians. Today has also been an active day for us. A day of our diplomacy. There were important conversations. Patriarch Bartholomew, I am grateful for the Christmas greetings to Ukraine and all Ukrainians, as well as for the clear support of true values, values of peace and respect for human life, for the protection of life. Today we also spoke for almost an hour with representatives of the President of the United States of America. We spoke with Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, and it was truly a good conversation. A lot of details. There are good ideas, and we discussed them. We also have some new ideas on how to bring real peace closer. And this concerns formats. It concerns meetings, definitely the timing as well. Today, Rustem Umerov will also be speaking with the American team. It's important if we manage to organize what we discussed today. And some documents are already ready. I see that they are almost completely ready. Some documents are ready. Of course, there is still work to be done on sensitive issues, but together with the American team, we understand how to ensure all of this. The coming weeks may also be intense. Thank you, America. And thank you to everyone who continues to put pressure on Russia so that they fully understand 100% that prolonging the war will have severe consequences for them, for Russia. Today I spoke with the Prime Minister of Norway. I am also grateful to Jonas for his unwavering support. I informed him about where things currently stand in our conversation with America. Jonas and I also discussed possible next steps we could take together, and I will also speak with other European leaders so that all of us, all together, move at the same pace and with a shared goal. True security, true recovery, true peace. This must be achieved. Today, Pavlopolisa gave a report on issues that are giving us more opportunities at the front. I have signed decrees to honor our soldiers with state awards, and everyone who is now defending our positions, all those currently on combat missions, at combat posts, everyone who is providing Ukraine with protection from Russian assaults, from Russian strikes, all of you, our warriors, are making our diplomatic position stronger. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who fights for Ukraine as if for themselves. Christ is born. Let us glorify him. Glory to Ukraine.
On the 23rd, Zelenskyy laid down a condition, saying he is open to pulling Ukrainian troops out of the country's eastern industrial region as part of a broader effort to end the war, provided Russia also withdraws its forces and the territory is turned into a demilitarized zone monitored by international forces. Zelenskyy's comments came after lengthy negotiations in the U.S. state of Florida over a 20-point plan, while Russia examined the latest draft. Although Russian Foreign Ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said on December 25th that the peace talks were making slow but steady progress, Moscow has offered no sign that it is willing to pull back from territories it has taken control of.
In the negotiation process regarding the Ukrainian settlement, by which I mean the negotiations with the United States of America, there is slow but steady progress being made. And it is accompanied, as has happened repeatedly. It has been marked by extremely harmful and even malicious attempts by a group of states, primarily these very Western European ones, to torpedo these efforts, to derail all the diplomatic progress that has been achieved. In our dialogue with the American administration, we consistently urge our colleagues to actively counteract this destructive process.
Zelenskyy was satisfied that the revised 20-point draft marked a major shift, allowing Ukraine to maintain its 800,000-strong peacetime army and securing stronger security guarantees from the U.S. and European allies. However, Moscow continues to demand that Ukraine surrender the remaining parts of the Donbass under its control, which Kyiv has firmly rejected. Russia currently occupies most of Luhansk and roughly 70% of Donetsk, the two regions that make up the Donbass. This is the most difficult point, according to Zelenskyy. While peace talks continue, on the ground, both countries are still striking each other. One person was killed and 3 others injured when a guided aerial bomb struck a home in Ukraine's Zaporizhia region, officials said on December 26th. Overnight, Russian drone attacks on Mykolaiv cut power to parts of the city, while strikes damaged energy and port infrastructure in Odessa on the Black Sea. Ukraine said it hit a major Russian oil refinery on December 25th, using British-supplied Storm Shadow missiles to curb Moscow's oil revenue. Meanwhile, Russia is targeting Ukraine's power grid in what Kyiv calls an attempt to weaponize winter by cutting civilians off from heat, light, and water. In his Christmas Eve address, President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said Ukrainians share one wish as the heavens open. May he perish, alluding to the death of Vladimir Putin without naming him. He added that while such thoughts may arise, Ukrainians ultimately pray for something greater: peace for Ukraine.
Today we stand side by side. We will not get lost in the darkness.
Whether in person or in thought, we will greet each other. We will embrace and warm each other. We will call our parents, kiss our children tightly. We will hug our loved ones. And of course, we will remember. We will remember all our own. And as long as all this lives in our hearts, as long as the human being inside us lives, as long as our faith has not faded, and as long as this simple yet powerful human desire to live endures, then evil has no chance. And here is further proof of that. Our wonderful children, who these days gather together, dress up in different costumes, and go out just as they once did, to announce to people the joyful news of the birth of the Son of God. And just as it was before, we open our doors and open our hearts, and we preserve these traditions of ours, just as we all once sang our carols together. And it is so important and valuable that all of this has been preserved, has not disappeared, has not been erased, has not been forgotten. And it continues and lives on. And as long as this happens, we have not disappeared. As long as this lasts, life will prevail, and Ukraine will be preserved. Dear people, for a long time, Ukrainians have believed that on Christmas night, the heavens open. And if you tell them your dream, it will surely come true. Today, we all share the same dream. And we all make the same wish, that he would perish, each of us says to ourselves. But when we turn to God, of course, we ask for more. We ask for peace for Ukraine. We fight for this noble cause, and we pray for this profound hope, and we truly deserve it. For every Ukrainian family to live in harmony, peace, and prosperity. For every Ukrainian child to rejoice at a gift, to smile, to keep that precious childlike faith in goodness and miracles. So that the eyes of our children, the eyes of our parents, our loved ones, our relatives, finally stop crying. So that goodness and truth will prevail. So that there will be a victory of peace. And so that we will be, and so that Ukraine will be. And without fail, the day will come when everyone gathers at home for the first peaceful year of a peaceful Christmas. And they will say to each other, Christ is born. Let us glorify him. I congratulate all of you on this holiday, dear Ukrainians, to each and every one of you. I wish you a Merry Christmas, delicious kutia, and of course, peace for all of us. Take care of yourselves, take care of your families, take care of our Ukraine. Christ is born. Let us glorify him.